All right, we got a short here on oil, 6 contracts. We'll go ahead and execute the trade. We got our fills. We're looking at this line right here on price, and we're comparing it with this line right here on the Archer crossbow. You can see it's almost horizontal here, almost, little slightly up, and this is very steep up, so it's out of balance. And we're also looking at that Archer zone. We're also waiting for a heavy target right here. We took the trade before we saw it, but we're waiting for a heavy target here on the 2-minute trade, which will really increase our chances for a successful trade here. And we have our stop set at 10 ticks, and we have our profit target set at 15 ticks for right now. We might move those in a little bit, but right now let's just see how this trade ferrets out for the first few minutes here. And again, I recommend everyone come into our free live market sessions, and you can watch all of our trades, not just a few hand-picked, videotape trades. So we only trade for 2 hours a day. Usually get between 1 and 6 trades during that period. So it's usually pretty action-packed. And we trade other instruments other than just oil. Anyway, back to this trade. It's really not doing anything. Well, we got our couple heavy targets, blue targets over on the left side. Those represent, each one of those targets represent 8 million participants. So there's a lot of downward pressure on this market right now. We did get a red target showing up at the bottom, which is kind of keeping price above our support line, which is our Archer zone. But it's hovering right around where we entered the market at. So we haven't touched our profit target. We haven't touched our stop. We're going to kind of just leave it here. It's been a long trade so far, just kind of hovering at our entry. But generally, those things will tend to collapse at some point. You just got to kind of be patient. And there's really no telling when that kind of thing will happen. So I prefer the fast trades, but we're just not seeing a whole lot right now. We're getting a lot of heavy targets, a lot of blue targets, putting a lot of selling pressure down, so that's a good sign. A lot of selling pressure. You see we have 1, 2, 3, 4 heavy blue targets pushing price down, so that can really help us out here. Oh, there it goes. Indeed they are. Finally. Took their time. Took their sweet time. But we'll just keep our profit target right where it's at. We should hit about 900 or so. Boom, there it is. All right, so we hit 900 on a very long trade. But anyway, that was just took some patience, and it ended up working out for us. So, all right, we'll see everyone tomorrow.